few days ago, here in Ireland, after dinner, I told Norine that I felt like I didn't have a home. I felt lost, as if I had left something behind that I couldn't get back. She replied, "You are your home. Once you manage to become your own house, it doesn't matter where you are or where you live, you will always be at home, because you are your home." And at that moment, I realized my search wasn't for a physical place, but for myself. I believe that solo travel is one of the most enriching and empowering experiences in life. Before this trip, I had done it twice before, but the longest time away was just 8 days. It was obvious that this shock therapy was going to need more than 8 days for me to find my inner strength again. I knew that just a few days away wouldn't be enough. This time, the journey had a deeper purpose, a more profound search. I came to Ireland for the first time when I was 17. My first trip with a friend, without my parents, and since then, this place has held a special place in my heart. Every time I return, it teaches me something, sometimes good, sometimes not so much, but it always leaves a lesson. How could I not return when I needed so many answers? This country has always been, in a way, a mirror in which I see my own reflection, and now I needed it more than ever. Some people have told me that living after one of life's blows is running away. And if we consider that running away means getting away from something that's hurting you, then yes, I've run away. But I don't feel ashamed to say it. For me, stepping away has been an act of survival. Sometimes you need distance to breathe again, to see things from a different perspective. And in my case, it's been a very effective form of shock therapy. I know that if I had stayed in that house, I would probably still be lamenting in bed, wallowing in dramatic and imaginary scenarios where everything ends catastrophically. Coming to Ireland, to the home of a stranger, forced me to move, to use another language, to meet people, to explore, to rest, and to reflect. And that's a powerful combination. Sometimes we need to step away from everything to clearly see who we are, what really matters to us, and what we want. Even though the answers don't come immediately, changing the scenery opens up space where we can heal and start thinking about how to rebuild from the ruins. I'm not saying it's easy. In fact, the first week was quite tough, waking up every morning with a heavy sadness in a new place, not knowing exactly what I was hoping to find. I'm also not saying that now, after 2 weeks, I have all the answers, or that packing a suitcase and leaving is a solution for everyone. Not at all. This trip has been about facing a deep sadness amidst beautiful landscapes, searching through strokes of paint, animals, and nature for some sign of peace. But what I do know is that traveling, changing my surroundings, and facing solitude bring out the fighter in me, and that is invaluable. Sometimes the strength we need is already within us. We just need to give ourselves the space to find it. I imagine that this is the same space people who meditate regularly create in their minds, without having to travel to distant places. I would recommend meditation, but honestly, I haven't yet mastered that habit or created that space in my mind through it. And now, I ask you, have you ever felt this way? Like you needed to step away from everything to find a bit of clarity? Do you have a place that helps you reconnect with yourself? I would love to hear your stories in the comments, or know what you do when you feel like you've lost your way. Maybe by sharing our experiences, we can realize that we are not as alone as we sometimes think. Hoping you have a great week. Goodbye.